Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, and today I'm sharing what I promised to share like a month ago. All the projects we made on the Country Craft Creations Alaska Cruise Retreat. There was 2 projects that I was wanting to finish before I showed it, and I just haven't finished, and I need to put stuff away. So I'm gonna show you guys the things that I finished, as well as the 2 that I haven't totally finished yet, to show you just what it was like on the cruise and the things that we made, which the projects were just off the chart, meaning there were so many projects. And just in case you're wondering about retreats, there is the Country Craft Creations September retreat that I will have linked below if you want to take a look at it. I think it's sold out in person, but it might not be. There might be 1 or 2 spots left. But there's also the virtual side if you want to purchase the kit and do it from home. You could do that, or purchase it and do it with a group of friends. That's always fun. The retreats, the Country Craft Creations retreat is at a higher price point, and that is because you'll see like what you get in just with this that we did on the cruise. You get a lot more stuff than you normally do in retreats, meaning you walk away versus with like 6 layouts and a couple cards. You walk away with full mini album folio projects, as well as maybe sometimes some bonus projects. You also get swag bags, you get supplies, you get big packs of artisan cardstock, not cut up for you already. I'm sorry, I don't like the already cut for me because I'm picky with my paper. I like to cut it how I want, and plus I like to have extra if I want to make something else. But I understand why some places do that, so I get it. But for me, I like getting the full kits, as well as now with CCC, you get tons of cardstock. So you get extra cardstock, and that cardstock is quality cardstock. So if you're interested in that, I will link it. She is, I think she's 2027, gonna do another cruise retreat. So if you want to, pay attention to when she does that, I would, make sure you're following Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations on Facebook. And then she announced a new retreat for next year, 2026. And I want to say it was October. So more to come on that. And I just have to say, you guys, my project that I made for September's Country Craft Creations retreat in Farmington, Utah this year, oh my gosh, is so stinking cute. I can't wait to show you guys the collection, and possibly at some point be able to give you a sneak peek. Otherwise, I'll show you the project after the retreat. So first and foremost, this was just part of like the swag bag. Just I don't even know how to do these. I just did this. I added, what was in the bag was the frame, the cutout frame. You have the inserts that were all popped out, and you had, this is part of the actual frame to do the layout. I don't know how to do layouts. I just took scraps from some of my projects and put it in there, and I did some doodling. I did some weird wonky waves right there. I was just playing and having fun. I did just little white dash marks with my gel pen and created this layout page right there. Then you guys, I'm sure, have seen already, I did make, they had created some Alaska card fronts for this cruise retreat. Now, I don't know for sure if she's selling, and I did ask in my last video when I showed these, if you were interested in the card fronts, put it on there. I think there might have been 3 people that I think I forgot to tell her, so I will let her know. But if it is something you're interested in having, put it in the comments below. But Jacqueline, one of the CCC designers, created these card fronts. Now I added, you guys can't see it, but I added, of course, I matted. So this is actually, you just get the card fronts in the pack. And I think, do I have that here with me? I might not. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. So it looks like this here, and I still have card fronts to use. So I could make like a little folio if I wanted to. But like here I put some glossy accents on the sunglasses, and then I did the same thing on their glasses here. I did it on the camera. You guys probably can't even see it, but I did the glossy accents on the bottle as well as the glasses, but so cute. They do come with sentiments. I just cut these out, not sure exactly where I want to, you know, place them, but you can have them plain or not. So basically you walk away with 8. I think you could, oh no, I think there's 3, no, 2 of each in here, maybe 2 of each. Ooh, now I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. At least 2 of each. So that would be 8 cards just right here you could create already. We have this layout. Let me set this stuff aside. And then you also, this was one of the make and take days. You have these cards here that were part of the make and take. On this one, you can't see it, but I just inked a little bit of blue with a dry sponge that had like blue ink on it already. But 3 more cards, so 11 cards. Then, okay, here's one I did not finish and I still want to finish. I am gonna finish this, but this was a 49 in Market. I have it all like separated, but it's there's 4 different layout pages with all these like layering elements plus extra. So I am gonna do that, but I feel like I could dupe it and make twice as many because you get like, so for this you get the printed out version already, so it's nice and flat, and to me that's a waste. Like, I love that, I want to still use it. And so my cheap butt is gonna put another, I don't know if I have it in here, but another, like, it's a speckled tone artisan cardstock 12 by 12 kind of grayish white sheet that I'll use and add, just mimic this. It's hard to explain, but you guys get it. In other words, I'm cheap and I want to get 2 for specials, 2 for 1 out of these here. So I will be walking away with 8 adorable layouts, but in here there's 4. So we already have 5 layouts total. Then we did, let's see here. Okay, so this was a make and take day. This was Tamara's project, and I did mine in black, and of course I matted mine with white because you guys know I'm a freak and I love to matte. So it's a pyramid chipboard album, and it just opens like this. Now you could zigzag yours, if you could do whatever you want with any of these projects, but this is what my version looks like here. And if I was trying to flip that up, if I want mine on display in my craft room, I want it to match, of course. So I highlighted the turquoisey blue colors of this collection, which is CCC's Bon Voyage collection. And I added those into the pocket. I made a little pocket right here. Just to, there's a little bee somewhere. Is that a bee or a fly? I can hear it, but it sounds like it's like in the wall. Oh my gosh, okay. So I added this little pocket to put this inside, but that was our make and take. Here is the back. So I more than likely will put this like on a plate stand and display it, or just lean it upright, whichever, but it turned out really cute. So that was one of, believe it or not, a make and take day. Who gets make and takes like this? Just saying. So make and take days, there was only 2 days at sea. So we had bigger projects on those 2 days. And then the rest of the days where you would go to port and people would want to get off the ship, which most people got off the ship. There was only a few that would stay and craft. Trying to think, 2 days. So then we were on a 7-day cruise. So then there was 5 days of being able to have make and take days, which was, you know, just easier projects. So for example, I had created this from scraps from another project I'll show you in a second. But these are envelopes and note cards, and I just turned them into a mini album. Just a cute little mini album. So opens up like this, and what would be a card is a flap. Pulls out. They can decorate this however they want. There was tons of scraps left to do what they want. I just kind of left it basic and plain, so that way they can use it how they want to use it. They still can come in, which I probably still might, and fill this up. But it turned out so cute. So, okay, let me fix my blinds because now the sun is creeping in. So I used it from the this project, which is a matchbook, and some of my things are a little well used because a lot of people were touching and handling, so there are some things that got a little like damaged with just, you know, just all the things happening. It's fine, I can fix anything. But if you see some either bent corners or some griminess, which is probably somebody's ink they set it on, and that sometimes happens. Whoop-de-doo-dah, it's all good. This turned out really cute, if I do say so myself. So we had a kit for this, and then I'll show you, I gave them another version of how they could do the cover, because the cover for this photo play matchbook is a little like tight, but look how cute. And then we have inserts inside the pockets, and it just flips. I can't see what you guys can see. Flips down like this here. I added just a little flap using a scrap piece. Stickers. So from the scraps from this, we were able to create this because we still had a lot left over. And then the other version, which I have dupes and triples of all of this, so more than likely, usually my plan was to give away some of these on the cruise, and I totally forgot and everybody was gone. So I will have to give it away at the next retreat in September, some of these items. But this was the other version where I used a magnet that was not in the actual project, like in our kits, but if people had magnets and wanted to use it, I wanted them to see the different options. So because this is a little on the snug side, like that. Oh, and my ribbon is gone. I did have a tie, so things just kind of got lost as everybody was handling and using them. It's all good. But this one opens up like this, and still same thing, using different stickers, you get the same effect, and it just turned out really cute. So, oops, the other way. It's gonna go like this here. Okay, so we have those. Let's set those up there. You guys, I mean, we're still going. So, what's next? Okay, this one I did not finish yet. I so want to. I'm so close. Oh my gosh. This is Tamara's folio, and she had did these Alaska cruise die cuts. I did have mine glued together, but then somebody did something to theirs, so I gave them mine. So, but this will go on here. And of course, you know, I did matte mine a little different because I like the matte. But this is what it'll look like. But it is like an accordion fold, kind of a little pyramid action over here as well. And then little flips, but it's not done yet. But like I said, I have some of this stuff I have to put away. I've had it all out since we got back, which was what, end of June? Yeah, end of June. And I have to put it away. It's in my craft room and the messes are killing me. Okay, the next, just got stuck. Now this one was my big project. So I did teach 3 different classes on the cruise. And okay, so when you go, if you go to the September or even do the virtual part of it, there's not going to be this many projects. It is not a 7-day retreat. It is a 3-day retreat with either an extension in the beginning on Wednesday that you could purchase, or an extension on Sunday, I believe, that you could purchase, that will have other projects. So there will be like 3 major projects, but the kits are way bigger. You just, you know, it's just all fun. No matter how you do it, it's all fun, all good. So okay, sorry, I'm looking out my window and my husband just called a plumber, and that was like 10 minutes ago, and they're here already just to fix like a nozzle out on the front of our house, the faucet. And watch, it's gonna be like $500 to get this. Like, there's something stripped on it. You guys didn't need to know that info, but I like to overshare. Oh my gosh, I know I'm a dork. Okay, so this was what I created. Here we got things you don't see. We got lots of charms. I did show in my other video when I unboxed kind of stuff that we had, and things that were on the table when we got there that were not inside the box. Like, the gifts just kept coming. But this was part of our kits, and there was other charms. So I made a little suitcase here, and I did make a version showing magnets, but I did give that away at the end of the cruise to someone. But I do like it with magnets in it a little bit more. So open it up like this. So here is what was created. Lots of room to add stuff here. And then I created a little mini album. So we will set this aside. And again, this has been weathered a little bit. So if you're seeing like stains or anything, yes. Yes. There's stuff on it. It's all good. Okay, so this was my project here. This was on day 2, thankfully, because mine was definitely the hardest to do, meaning it had like the most stuff. But flips open to this. Yes, there's some stains. All good. And there's a couple inserts missing. But you have a pocket here. I did a little flip up like that. These are little booklets. I'm not going to open all these, but these are booklets as well inside the pockets. And before you guys even ask, there's no tutorials for this. I'm just sharing what we did at this retreat, so you can get an idea if you are interested in doing a retreat. The CCC retreats are totally different than some of the other retreats I've shown, because CCC is not layouts and cards. Those are like extra bonus type things to do your scraps, but it's mini albums, folios, 3D projects. That's what Country Craft Creation retreats are. So if you only like layouts and cards, this is not your baby. This is definitely where you're gonna learn how to make some beautiful folios, mini albums, etc. So this is just what I came up with for our cruise project. Same thing, it just mirrors on the sides, and then we have a little interactive moment back here that is not like my original design, just so we're clear. And then it opens up like so. You could put like a photo like right here and right there. Let me see. And when you have them flat, one would like it pop up like this. I wish I had something to kind of show, but I don't have the correct size. But just imagine this gift card is a picture. You would have it glued down here only, glued down here only, and when you pull, it would pop up. So you could do that. You could put photos on the inside, but I do like to try to have a fun little interactive element in most of my retreat projects. But there you guys go. So this is, let me just set this one aside. Here's just a glimpse at, like I said, this is just like a fraction. I can't even say a fraction because it's like, it's most of what was in the thing, but I still have things to make, is what I'm trying to say. You have these cards. You have these cards. Oh my goodness. You have, I love the pyramid album, so fun. you have more layouts that I have to finish. So these, we're just gonna tuck this little baby under here so you can get a glimpse of all the goodness. So where are we at? Let's just see. We have, gotta put this back in here. We have 5 layouts, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards, a little micro mini, a matchbook mini or a folio, and then a mini album, a pyramid album, a folio album, a suitcase that could be totally separate if you wanted to. But OMG, like, am I the only one that is impressed that there's this many projects on a Country Craft Creations retreat? On a cruise ship, mind you. Let me know. Let me know. But there you guys go. I wanted to finally get this video back to you to show you what you could expect. And I will be getting my retreat box for September in a few weeks. And I will do an unboxing there just so you can see. But if you are interested, I would go click that link now. Like I said, there's a virtual option. And you have to read the descriptions on the options because she does do a payment plan. So there's different payments. So it could look like it's only $95, but that's the deposit. Or it could look like it's only $200, but that's half of like your payment or something like that. So make sure you look at all the options. In person is the best. I'm just saying, it's the best. If you could do in person, get your hiney there. It's worth the money. We have so much fun. But totally understandable if you can't afford like the traveling or can't get away, not even just afford, but just can't get away and want to have access to the projects, the tutorials, the videos, as well as the cutting guides, all the things. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what we created on the Country Craft Creations Alaska Retreat 2025. Talk to you later. Bye.